SimplyShredded Part 5, guys, my last one, unfortunately. So much to talk about, so much here. How do you say everything you really want to say to people within 5 video blogs? Impossible. Editor came in, he wants me to talk about all these different genres and everything else, and I'd love to. They're all on my site if you want to check it out, but I'm going to pick something maybe a little bit outside the box right now, because I think it's imperative to where we are right now, being the end of January 2011. And what it's about is motivation, guys. You know, I can tell you, you can learn it, you can teach it, you can study it, whatever you want to do to learn everything there is about the gym, how to transform your body, how to grow muscle size, how to burn fat, how to get in, you know, greater aerobic strength and anaerobic strength, how to have the right nutrition and supplements to grow those muscles and put back and get that X factor, that 100% bang for the buck out of the gym's workout, to really see all the active myosin grow and elongate the muscle, how to rest the body. All that stuff's great, guys. It's kind of like going to school, you know, to study to be, you know, a lawyer and going through all the tests and everything else, but failing the bar. So therefore you can't practice what you've learned. So therefore it's all for fucking nothing. So everything, you might know everything about it, guys, but if you don't go to the gym and apply it, the fuck you doing? So the reason why people don't put action behind their work and their thought process and what they're saying is because they lose the motivation. They lose that fire inside to keep the engines running through those hurdles of life, adversity, and they get shut down, they get beat down, because for a lot of different reasons. Mainly because they don't have a good plan of attack. They're trying to take too much on at one time, and they don't know what they're up against, and they're just getting beat down. They really aren't, but they're just getting overwhelmed, and they're just like, fucking, I'm out, man. It's too much for me. Why I'm bringing that up right now is because New Year's resolutions have about a month old right now, and these gyms that were so full of people right now, and you guys that are average gym goers and you go all the time, you guys hate this month because you know all these wannabes come in there and they take up your space. Well, you probably have your gym back by now, don't you? Because all these people that are weak-minded have fucking left. And why they left? Because they weren't seeing any results. They're putting in some work and they said, oh, where are my results? Because for some reason they think if they're 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 years old, right, that their body is molded into that state for that many years. They feel 2 weeks in the gym will transform all that. 2 weeks of work will transform 50 fucking years of wrongdoing and bad eating habits and being unhealthy. Well, if it was that easy, guys, we'd all be fucking ripped, shirtless, going around town. We'd be like the Spartans of the day, you know, walking around like, whatever, man. By the way, the Spartans were probably fat fuckers because no one had fucking still photography to take a picture back then, so we're creating this fucking illusion of, you know, whatever, kiss my ass, guys. Why are people quitting, guys? Because they're not seeing the results fast enough. It's a marathon, guys. It's not a sprint. You're not going to get them that fast. The scenario I always talk about on the webpage is like cold clay. Those guys, you know, all you guys that make pots and stuff, because I'm sure none of you guys do. The movie Ghost, Debbie Morris was making a pot, right? You grab a piece of clay. Imagine that's the metaphor being your body, right? For 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, been sitting on the shelf, just cold, not moving, lethargic, no energy, no motion at all. You put it on that wheel, start spinning, you grab some water, and you start to try to move that. It's not moving, man. It's not moving at all. But as you start putting your hands on it, start moving, you start heating it up, heating it up, heating it up. That's your body going to the gym, week after week, week after week, week after week. And all of a sudden it hits the plateau, boom, it starts moving, right? All of a sudden you can start creating something where before you couldn't. And then once you create what you want, you let it dry and cool out, and then bam, it's locked. It's not going anywhere. What I'm trying to say is the transformation portion is 10 times, 100 times harder than actually being in shape and staying in shape. Maintaining an in-shape state is simple, guys. It's transforming it so hard that makes the transformed state of being in shape so desirable in society. Because it's so fucking hard to transform it. Why is it so hard? It's the theory of energy sources, guys. When you guys, for example, if you guys get behind in your credit cards and you go into the debt, let's say you're $10,000 in debt, those credit card fees are going to fucking start rising on you. It should be illegal, these motherfuckers. Either way, you start off 12% interest rate, right? All of a sudden you start getting behind. The more you get behind, the interest rate starts going up, 29% interest rate now. So even though you put $100 or $500 a month in there, only maybe $50 is going to principal. The rest of it's all interest. So you're never getting out of debt. Well, that's in the financial state. What's in the health state? Body fat is the same interest problem in financial crisis debt as it is in health debt. Meaning, when you guys are overweight and out of shape and you're carrying excess body fat where your body's like 20, 30, 40% body fat, guys, it is so much harder to lose that weight because fat is a stored energy source. Stored energy requires a very little bit of caloric intake to move, whereas fiber and muscle mass requires a gigantic amount of caloric intake to move that. So therefore, a lean person walking a mile at the same pace as somebody that's 330 pounds to 350 pounds way overweight, walking the same pace, the same distance, the fat person is only going to use this much caloric intake, where the guy that's lean is going to use that much more. So the person that's thin, the amount of work, he's getting 10 times more out of it than the fat guy. Even though they both put the same amount of work in, the thin guy in shape, right, is getting that much more out of it. Where the fat person is only paying this much off the principal. Do you understand what I'm saying? The more body fat you have, guys, the deeper and deeper you get in debt. Meaning you have to work that much harder to get this much return. And that much harder to get this much return. And that much harder. So what happens is people go to the gym, these New Year's resolutions, and they're like 3-4 weeks into it, they're like, man, I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, man, I'm looking a little fat. Fuck it, I'm done. It's not working. And that's right when everyone quits, guys. That's right when the clay is right about to get warm and transform, and everyone just throws in the fucking hat, guys, and they give up. And that's right at the point where everything's going to change. And it's a metaphor on life. Everyone climbs a mountain, and right when they're like, I can't go anymore, that last inch is going to make all the difference. And they give up. Everyone right now is going to quit the gym. I shit you not. Why are they going to quit the gym? Because they're not seeing the results. And the reason why they're not seeing the results is because, one, they had a bad plan of action. But two, they've lost the motivation. They're not seeing the visual representation of their effort being put out, so therefore they're like, fuck it, I'm done. How do we keep the motivation alive, guys? One is, you gotta get a partner, right? I'm gonna give you 5 things. You gotta get a partner, you gotta track your results, you've got to find an event, in a future event that makes today reliable and accountable. 4, you've got to find a new atmosphere at times. Okay? And I'll go into what that means. And the 5th thing is you got to have the right plan of attack. You know, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You can't take on too much. So let's dive into that. I'm going to go as fast as I can here. Then I'm going to talk a little bit more about the mental attitude on how to really take the fat out, not your body, but out of fucking life, guys. Because if you guys mentally believe you can do it, your body will find a way to fucking make it happen for you. If you guys have any doubt, it's too fucking hard. Seriously, guys, if you guys have any doubt you guys can't win this war, don't even try it. Because it's going to take everything you have to do it. And once you do that transformation, guys, the golden egg lasts forever. You will never lose it, I promise you that. But if you have any self-doubt, or you're relying too much on external factors to keep you motivated, you don't have the right fire in the tank, don't even try it, guys. You're wasting your time because you'll never make it across the finish line. And then what's going to happen is you're going to feel like a failure for it. Another failure on the bad list, you know? Another one. And all of a sudden my confidence level's coming down to fucking nothing. I'm just like, fuck it. Done. Nice life. How do we stay motivated, guys? 1, get a partner. Champions come in pairs of 2 because they battle themselves into perfection. A partner is not only an asset to you on the physical side, but also the mental side. Meaning, when you guys are coming home from work or something, or maybe the wife is just fucking yelling at you too much and that's driving you into a migraine, or the kids are just, you know, it's just one of those days, you know, the boss is on your ass and you're just like, fuck man, I just need to go to the bar or something, you know? Well, if you have a partner, your partner's gonna be calling you, hey man, you ready to hit the gym? You're like, dude man, I just had a long day and everything else, I'm just not feeling it, man, I'm not going to the gym, you know? And so you let him down. Now, we can all fool ourselves and bury the real truth inside of us of why we're not going, right? And kid ourselves for whatever bullshit reasons of these excuses that mean nothing, but we'll give them value, give them weight to make us not go. So we can fail on our own account. But you gotta be a really low motherfucker to fail on somebody that's relying on you. Very few people will do that. When you make a commitment, a verbal, written commitment to somebody, your word should mean something to them. When they call you up and say, hey, let's go, and you're like, dude, man, I'm not into it, man, I'm not into it. Wow, so you're not into it, not only affects you, but also affects someone else's state. No, what's going to happen is that guy's going to pull you into the gym, drag your ass through the workout, even though you didn't want to, and by expending that energy at a tired state, you're going to come out of the gym with a sense of pride, relief, or, you know, more found energy, like, wow, man, that felt good. Now you're going to go back into your problems that you didn't want to go to the gym because they're overwhelming, and you're going to look at them differently. And now all of a sudden you're going to see the problems with solutions because your mind's in it. You're thinking smarter. You're thinking more of the glass half full instead of half empty, you know? And you're going to find remedies and solutions to those fucking problems. Makes for a better day. Combine that for a couple of them, good week, good month, good year. Also, partner's really key because you're gonna hit failure, right? The partner's gonna have to use force reps, 3-4 reps. That's gonna push you past failure. Where you're gonna feel that high, wow, I just fucking did it. You're gonna feel that pump, you're gonna feel alive. On top of that, you guys are gonna go through the same workout routines, right? Now, person A, let's say Joe, is gonna go to person B, John, and say, man, you know, I'm not really feeling it, John. Are you feeling it? And John might be like, yeah, man, I'm totally feeling it. And then Joe will be like, wow, well, John, do you know what I'm doing wrong? Yeah, I think you're doing this way. Oh, let me try that. Oh, yeah, now I feel it. So you guys can push and pull off each other on what is working and what isn't working, so you can find a mental strength. Or you're like, hey man, John, you know, hey, I'm really feeling this, but you know what, I'm not seeing the results as much. You know, what's your diet like? What are you doing? Well, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And you guys start comparing each other, you know? And you guys start feeding off what is working, what isn't working, because you guys are a team. Partners are essential, guys. If you don't have a partner, you really can't push yourself past your current limitations into those force reps and failures and drop sets and everything else to really get the most bang for the buck, okay? Partner, must get a partner. The second thing is you gotta make today valuable. How do you make today valuable? You pick a future date that makes today valuable. A future date like a contest. You're gonna run a marathon. You got a high school graduation you wanna look good at, or you got weddings coming up, whatever it is, 3 months out, whatever it is to say. Well, 3 months out means 90 days. So yeah, I had a bad day today, so I'm just gonna blow it off and not go to the gym. You know, well, I just gave up 1/90th of my opportunity to make this fucking dream a reality. All of a sudden, I can't just blow off today's obligations into tomorrow. Like it's another day. Like there's never, like, cause I just blow today off into tomorrow because there's no back end book stop, right? So today just goes like this, so that goes like this goes like this, goes like this, goes like this, goes like this. No, it goes like this and doesn't stop. And all of a sudden your time now is shorter. And by the way, you just told the world that you're going to enter that marathon or that you're going to compete in that bodybuilding contest, right? So now all of a sudden your word means something. You're accountable. You don't want to look like a fucking idiot to everybody. So now all of a sudden today means something. So now you got to go to the gym. You got to make it happen. Otherwise, not only are you going to fail yourself, you're going to let everyone else know you're a failure. You're going to let your partner down and everything else. Finding a goal out there, whatever it is, transformation contest, or the marathon, whatever it may be, guys, or the reunion, or whatever it may be, makes today valuable. The other thing is you got to track your results. You get a journal. You start taking pictures every single week. Take that picture, you put it up on the bathroom mirror with a date on the back of it. Put down your height, your weight, all your stats of what that is. Boom. Because you're going to go along, and there's going to be plateaus, and there's going to be gains and everything else. And there's going to be some days where you're going to be like, man, is this really working, man? I just don't know if it's working. I just don't know. And then you're going to look back in your journal, and you're going to look at where you were day one. Then you're going to look at where you are today. 2 pictures. And you're like, God damn, it is working. Look at that shit, motherfucker. Huh. Tits out on that. And all of a sudden you'll be like, hey, I'm in it to win it. I'm seeing the results. Sometimes if you're so buried in the forest, guys, you don't see the tree. I mean, so buried in the trees, you don't see the forest anymore, whatever the fuck that metaphor is. But it's the same principle, guys. If you guys can start recording this, not only will you see a visual representation that it is growing and you are moving up, but also you can go back and see what you've been doing because you've been writing a journal of what is working. So when you hit these plateaus, you know what you're doing before to break those plateaus. You can back research to apply what you've learned then into today's environment, which will always keep changing, to make the most of today. It's a science, guys. There's no guesswork here, okay? Last thing is a new environment, guys. A lot of people don't go to the gym because of that one person's there, you know, or it was this event or that event, or it's like New Year's resolution, you know. There's nothing changed between you, December 31st, and January 1st. You're the same fucking person, but the calendar gives you this motivation that I can finally have the strength now to get the monkey off my back and actually make something happen. Nothing's changed, guys. You're the same capable person as you were on the 31st of December as you are the 1st. It's just a mental outlook. Is all it is. Sometimes the mental outlook change is imperative and it can be such as motivating as a new gym, a new environment, new people, new machines, you know, that kind of thing, or a new workout. When you guys go buy a new pair of tennis shoes, don't you guys want to go running? You know, maybe you guys need that little bit of extra motivation to push you through those humps. You know, I always use the examples like, you know, you're having a shitty day, you know, Murphy's Laws, it's hit you in the face 15 fucking times, and you know, you're feeling down on yourself and everything else, and bam, the phone rings, and it's really good news, right? So you pick up the phone and you're like, oh my God. And you hang up the phone and you feel like, man, I love life. That was awesome. Everything's going well now. Well, excuse me? You trying to tell me that that phone call, the voice came through and just empowered you into being something more? No. Mentally, you had bad news and you got good news, and all of a sudden now you feel alive again. You guys, it's a mental, again, if you think you can do it, guys, your body will find a way to make it happen. Everything's a mental state, guys. So maybe going to get a new gym, new outfit, new whatever, new workout partner, whatever it may be, switch it up, might give you that zest again, might give you that new fire to keep it alive through these dark months of February, March, and April, till you can really see that clay warm up and actually mold into something that you want to be. Because once you see that, and once you see some third party say, damn, man, what are you doing, man? You look like, you put on some size, or, man, you look thin, man, man, you look great. All of a sudden, then you're like, oh, really? Huh. No, I don't know, just doing a little thing. Inside, you're like, fuck yeah, score, man. I'm fucking doing it. I'm actually saying I was going to do something, and I'm following up and making it happen for a change. Instead of just being like everyone else in society saying, oh, feel bad for me, or excuses this and excuses that. How about we fucking grab our nuts for a change and actually mean what we say? Be a pillar in the community. Someone whose word isn't just voices, who stands behind it. That's the guy of responsibility. That's someone you can trust. His word means something. That's a role model right there, guys. That's what you want to be. It's not about how big your fucking bicep is. It's about doing what you say you're gonna fucking do. Seeing it through, man. So those are the things I do, guys, to keep the motivation alive. The other thing I would do is really cut the fat out of your life. Meaning, like a couple years ago, and I did a video blog very similar to this for New Year's resolutions for the members. And a couple years ago, man, I hit rock bottom. I really did. Everything in my life was just turning upside down, And I really had to step back and really see what I was doing, because every time you point your finger at something and say, oh, it's that fault, there's 3 fingers pointing back at you. So the first thing you gotta do to fix something is evaluate yourself, see what's up. Do the pros and cons and everything. And when I say the pros and cons and everything, I'm talking about environments and people. Find out who you're associating with. If those people add something to you, if they give you something in return, or is it all just a give and take, meaning like they just take and then you give? That's a bad relationship, man. Get the negative energy out of your fucking life. These people that you're around, they're always complaining and everything else. They're taking part of your soul. You only have so much to give every single day. Why waste it on that, guys? When the plane's going down, they always say, you gotta put your gas mask on before you can don it on a kid. Why do they say that? Because you're no good to that fucking kid if you're dead. You gotta love yourself in order to love somebody else, guys. You gotta be whole and happy with who you are if you never help somebody else out. People say, oh, it's selfish to just care about yourself. Well, if you need some fixing and reworking, it's not selfish, because you can get yourself better and then be able to really lend a hand in an honest way to somebody to really help them out. Anyone that's around you guys that's been for the last couple of years that's always complaining and this and that, kick them to the fucking curb, man. And if you guys are in an environment, a bad work situation, you just don't want to leave it because you're like, oh, it's tough out there and everything else, but this fucking work environment is making me a psycho, and I come home and I just want to yell and scream, and it's a bad home environment now because of my work environment, get that fucker out of there. It might be hard for a couple of weeks, but either way, you'll find a new path, a new energy, and you'll find a sense of life again. Because last I looked, work is not about your life. It's about, earning some income to have the means to do what you love to do and with the people you love to be around. So really look at not just the fat of your life, of your stomach, but the fat in your life, the people and the environments you're in. They're negative. They don't make you a better person. You're stronger if you cut the fat, cut them loose, man. Throw them overboard. So recap, guys, and so stay motivated, guys. Trust me, to transform yourself is so much harder than actually being in shape, okay? Right now, if you guys have been in the gym from January on, you're probably getting to that point like, fuck it, I'm not seeing it. You guys are weeks away from seeing the first signs of that transformation. You guys are right there. Don't give in yet, okay? Let's keep that motivation alive. One, we pick an end state, a goal out there that keeps us self-accountable, makes today worthwhile. We get a partner to help us get to the gym so we get the most out of our reps and sets and everything else. And then we learn from them and us going through it together, battling each other, perfection, champions. That's what they do. See, hey, is this working for you? Yeah. Okay, it's not for me. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I see now. Okay, good. Find a new environment. Track your records, guys. Seeing where you are to know where you've been and improving, learning from that to really break these plateaus, and then pacing yourselves, guys. You guys can't not do a New Year's resolution and say, hey, so there's 4 factors, right? There's your cardio, there's your lifting program, there's your nutrition, and then there's your sleep. Those 4 things, you can't change all 4 of them at one time and expect any kind of success. It's too much to bear, you guys. Pick one thing at a time. Once you guys have your handle on that and that's feeling good, then add something else to the plate. Don't throw everything on that. It's going to be overwhelming. You guys are going to burn out, guys. So if you guys haven't been in the gym or anything else, don't be like, all right, this year, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wake up, I'm going to run a mile every morning. That's how I'm going to start my day. Then I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to work out for an hour and a half, and then I'm going to eat nothing but you know, brown rice and chicken. And by the way, you used to eat pizza every day, and you never ran, never been to the gym, you know. And then I'm going to get 8 hours of sleep every night. But usually, you know, you're drunk every night, and you're up until 3 in the morning, and nursing a hangover at 6 when you get up. You know, to do all that changing in a day is not going to happen. Yeah, it'll happen for a day or two, but then you're going to get burned out. So pace yourself, guys. And the last thing, take an honest look about what's going on in your life. What's working, what isn't working. What isn't working, really examine it. Find out what you're doing to cause it, okay? And if it's not you causing it and you honestly think it's something else or someone just holding you back, guys, as much as it might hurt, cut them loose, man. Cut them loose. You're going to find such more growth and opportunity, and you become a better person, stronger person, where you're really able to help them if you want to later in life. All right, Greg Plitt, help me stay fit, man. More on my site, guys. Simply Shredded, part 5 of 5. Hope you enjoyed these. I really enjoyed showing them to you. I'm out.